Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the channel Joe Rocks. Hope that everybody's doing well. I am here with a haul video, CDs and vinyl of course, some new stuff, well it's all new, but some new releases from this year, a couple things that I was waiting on in the mail that took some time to get here, some stuff that I got recently, couple things I didn't open yet that I'll open now, and one I know what it is, and the other one I'm not 100% sure. And then a couple things that I was just adding to the collection, filling in on gaps and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna start with the vinyl, and yeah, I'll start with the vinyl and then do the CDs. So a couple of things that are classic rock also I got. So all right, first thing is going to be Witch Hazel. They just released an album this year. Was it Lamentations? That was their 5th studio album. Now, I was only familiar with the previous two, Sacrament and Pentecost, but I had never heard the first two. So I was finally able to get a copy off of Bandcamp of their second album, Sojourn. So I'm really liking this band a lot. Ever since I first heard Pentecost, which was the first one I heard from them, I'm really liking this band a lot. Heavy metal / hard rock, very cool. I really enjoy their music. So I've yet to still check out the first one, which I think was called Prologue. I'll have to go back and check the title. This is on Bad Omen Records. So, and they're out of the UK, if I didn't say that. But yeah, I'm really liking this band a lot. So, and I have listened to this, and I really enjoy this album too. So, just gotta check out the first one, and I'll have all their stuff up to so far. Alrighty, next is the new album this is a new release that came out just a few weeks ago from the Black and Thrash band from the US, GraveRipper. This is their second studio album, From Welkin to Tundra. Very cool album. I have listened to it. Very good. Like I said, this is their second studio album. This is on Wise Blood Records. Yeah, Wise Blood Records. Their second studio album, Seasons Dreaming of Death, or I think that's what it's called, Seasons Dreaming of Death. And then they had an EP, Radiated Remains, and I can't remember, they had an EP before that, but I can't remember the name of it. So I do have their second EP, Radiated Remains, and then their second album, but I have those on CD, so. And I am going to see them in a few weeks, so that'll be cool. Go. Very cool Black and Thrash. And like I said, it's their second studio album. GraveRipper, From Welkin to Tundra. Alright, this is something that I never had on vinyl, but I did have on cassette back in the day. And it's D.R.I.'s, this is their 5th studio album, Thrash Zone. Me and my friends used to play the crap out of this when it came out, and I had it on cassette. This is off of Metal Blade Records. This was reissued, I think, 4 years ago, and they just reissued again, like another pressing, so I grabbed it right away. And I saw it was on Bandcamp, actually, and grabbed it right away, so. But, man, I love this album. It's one of my favorite crossover thrash albums from the 80s. This came out in 89. Yellow, orange, yellow splatter. Very nice. White, orange, or white, yellow splatter on orange. D.R.I. GraveRipper, one of my favorite albums from the late 80s. Okay, now this is something that I got in the mail that I didn't open yet, that I actually got this last Thursday. So, let me get this open. This is from Listenable Records. I think I know what it is. I'm just not 100% sure. I'm going to do a good job on packing, so I'm not doing that. I certainly appreciate that. Alright. Oops. I forgot one spot here. Alright, there we go. Whew. Alright, that's what it is. Yep. So, alright, this is the, we got extra tape on here too, so give me a second. Yeah, so, I figured this was what it is, wasn't 100% sure. Didn't really put the plastic down here. Gotta be careful not to do anything to the record, the outer cover. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is a heavy metal, kind of speed metal band from Spain. They're called Red Shark. And this is their second studio album, Sudden Impact. They put out an album 3 years ago, Digital Race, which I remember streaming some of it on Spotify and checking it out. I thought it was good. I just never went back to listen to the whole thing or check them out again. But I saw about 2-3 months ago that this was coming out, and I'm like, no, I did like what I heard when I heard their debut, or some of their debut, and I got this. So Red Shark. Sudden Impact is their second studio album. Like I said, they're from Spain, and they're a lot of fun to listen to, or at least I think so. The band lyrics. It's hard. Sometimes you get that flimsy. That's okay. Should be transparent blue. Yes, transparent blue. Red Shark. Sudden Impact. Very nice. Alright, and they did send me a couple things, couple extra things. Postcard. Coaster. Picture of the band on the back. Couple stickers. Oh, another coaster. Listenable Records. Very cool. Like that image. And a sticker, Listenable Record sticker. Nice. Okay, and then this looks like just a mini poster. Cool. Alright, I can't wait to dive into this. This was the one I wasn't sure about, but Red Shark, Sudden Impact's their second studio album. It's heavy metal, speed metal, pretty cool. I liked what I heard when I listened to them on Spotify. So, alright, the next one, open this. This is, pretty sure I know what this one is. Even though I got it last Thursday and I didn't have time to open it, I absolutely appreciate when I get stuff early, so. It's the new Rune Magic. Cycle of the Dying Sun, Dawn of Ashen Realms, Rune Magic. They're Death Doom from Sweden. This is actually their 14th studio album. Now, I am familiar with a couple of their like mid-2000s albums. On Funeral Wings, Death, what was the other one? Darkness, Death, Doom. And then their last one, Beyond the Cenotaph of Mankind. I've heard those albums. So I haven't checked out their very early stuff because I think their first album came out in the late 90s. So I'm not familiar with any of that stuff or some of the other ones in between. But I definitely plan to check them out. So Rune Magic. This is off Hammerheart Records. by the way. Track listing. I think this is gold. Yeah, look at gold marble. Very nice. Alright, so I'll be diving into those two new ones soon, very soon. Lyrics. Now, I don't know what I read about them. I think it started as a band and now it's like a one-man project. And then he just, I don't know if they have a band set, like a set members, you know, like full-time members or whatever, but I'm not super familiar with their history, but I have liked the albums that I've heard, and I certainly plan to check out more. So, all right, that's Rune Magic, Cycle of the Dying Sun, Dawn of Ashen Realms. So, very cool. Put that down here. All right, now I'm gonna do the CDs. Alright, this I was waiting for a little bit. This got released in September, I believe. And it's a debut studio album from a band called Hexrot. This is Formless Ruin of Oblivion. And they're like progressive death metal. Like I seen them described as avant-garde, which maybe they incorporate a little bit of jazz. I did stream of like jazz influence, not jazz like saxophones or anything like that. Like jazz elements in some of their music. This is off Transcending Obscurity. This took a little bit to get here, so. These are, they numbers are discs, I think. So this is 39 out of 500. Oh, it opens up more. Those are lyrics and stuff, so no insert or anything. Alright, very cool. Hexrot. Formless Ruin of Oblivion. Alright, next up is an EP from a band called Serpent Corpse, Retaliate. They're from Canada, and they're death metal with some kind of like hardcore elements. They're not deathcore, but they have like hardcore elements in some of their music. So I am familiar with their Blood Sabbath, which was their first album that came out 3 years ago. And they just released this EP. This came out, I think this came out at the end of, I want to say this came out in July. And I didn't order it right away. So, this is number 346 of 500. I didn't order it right away, but yeah. Let's see if this opens up like the last one. No, but this does, this side does. Very cool. Serpent Corpse, Retaliate. It's an EP, 4-song EP. So very cool. Alright, next up is another debut from, these guys are from Italy. This just came out, I think 2 weeks ago. This is Slyther, Chronicles of Despair. And they're a mix of like heavy metal and speed metal. A few of their songs, I listened to this a few times already, and a few of their songs have thrash elements. And then also they have what's the song? It's Memories. A song called Memories that is like more melodic and slower paced song. It's an instrumental, but it's really cool. I really enjoy it, like that a lot. Memories. It starts off with like a melodic guitar chord, and then goes into like a heavier guitar part, and but it was really cool. So this is a fun album, I think. They have a song on here called "Shut the Fuck Up." It's kind of it's anthemic. But I really enjoyed this. Slyther, Chronicles of Despair. They're from Italy. This was released by Time to Kill Records, and this is their debut studio album. So. Alright, very nice. I hope to hear more from these guys. So this was a fun record. Alright, then I got Heads for the Dead. They're from the UK. This is their fourth studio album, death metal. I think Lindsay reviewed this, if I'm not mistaken, because I think this came out in September also. Band back there. This is off Polarized Records. I'm only familiar with their previous album, The Great Conjuration. I haven't heard their other two, but I definitely plan to check those out. So, lyrics. Right, very cool. Heads for the Dead. Never Ending Night of Terror. Oh, I didn't like their last one quite a bit, so. Alright, and I got two more things, and that is the classic rock things. So, I'm not the hugest fan of this artist, but he does have some very cool albums that I really like a lot. He's been around since the very early 70s, and it's Elton John. This is a anniversary reissue, remaster of Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. This is a double disc. The other albums, now, and to be fair, I haven't really checked out all of his albums. Of course, as a kid, I remember his songs on the radio and stuff like that. And of course, I had family members who were into him as a kid, so I'm familiar with his music, just not a lot of his full albums. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is one that I love. Madman Across the Water, and Honky Chateau. Those are the three, and plus this one that I really like. So I haven't checked out a lot more of his discography, but I will. I mean, he's he's been around a long time, over 50 years. So, but those four albums are ones that I really enjoy. So, Elton John, Captain Fantastic, and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. All right, the last thing is a box set, CD box set from Neil Young. This is his 6th box set of his studio albums. I have the other 5. Is this the 6th one? Yeah, I believe this is the 6th one, which just came out a week ago. And it has his Harvest Moon album, the MTV Unplugged album, Sleeps with Angels. Yeah, Sleeps with Angels. These are his 90s albums, actually. And Mirror Ball, which is an album that he did with Pearl Jam in 95, I think they came out. So, yeah. Harvest Moon is considered one of his better albums, at least from the 90s anyway. So I do have the other box sets that have like American Stars and Bars and Harvest and On the Beach and Tonight's the Night, After the Gold Rush, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. Time Fades Away. I mean, a lot of his classic stuff. Rust Never Sleeps. So, and then like some of his late 80s stuff, like what's that album? Freedom, and then Ragged Glory. So yeah, this is the 6th box set that he's had, and they do get these released on vinyl as well. No booklet or anything, just the albums. So. All right, that's everything. I just wanted to, side note, just wanted to mention couple of the albums that I'm really loving from this month of October. New Sanguisugabog, Hideous Aftermath. I love that album. The new Coroner is amazing. I did show in one of my recent haul videos the new Frail album, the Gothic Doom band. I'm really, really enjoying that. And Hooded Menace, which I finally was able to sit down about 6-7 days ago and really give a good listen to. That is really good. I'm really enjoying that. So only 7 songs, but they're known for long songs. But man, those are the ones I'm enjoying the most right now from this month. The New Testament is good, so don't get me wrong. I do love the New Testament. But I'm really gravitating towards that Coroner album a lot. So, an awesome comeback from them after 34 years of not releasing any albums. So, anyway, that's my haul video, and that's all I got. So, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you've heard any of those albums, the metal albums, like the Ruin Magic, or if anybody's familiar with the Heads for the Dead album or the Hexrot. Anything I mentioned here, let me know your thoughts. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.